Good morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Happy Friday to everyone. Certainly is a little bit on the cold side here in Chicago, so I hope everybody has a nice weekend and keep warm. The markets, grains are a little bit higher. You also have some of the soft and few metal markets higher while crude's lower, and the dollar is kind of mixed to lower. As far as the markets are concerned, yesterday we had a pretty good bounce from the lows in the corn market. Beans and wheat ended lower. I think in the corn market, there's always the saying, Board of Trade, be aware of markets that don't go lower on bearish news. Corn market continues to see competition from lower Brazil prices and lower Ukraine prices. The corridor of Ukraine exports was extended 120 days. We saw cheaper motif corn prices as farmers sold corn prior to the possibility of cheaper Ukraine corn coming in. There is talk that Ukraine could export as much as maybe 25 million tons of corn versus the USDA's 15.5. The only thing that we see is kind of supportive remains the dry weather in the U.S. Midwest. Farmers not selling, cash basis to the feeders and the crushers continue to move higher, while the basis to the exporters continues to be on the low side because of the low export demand. We also note that Russia and Ukraine is offering corn to buyers, and that could reduce our corn export number from what the USDA is saying and raise the carryout. Still, we're kind of watching a little bit of the South American weather with conditions drier than normal across southern Brazil and southeast Argentina. Argentina is probably the crop area that could see the most drier pattern during key growing season than any other. Over in the beans, saw a little bit of a bounce overnight. The market was surprised that we were lower yesterday, despite the fact that weekly export sales were the third largest ever, and China was a big buyer along with Mexico. I think some of the people are saying that this purchase could be close to the end of the amount of soybeans that China wants to buy from the U.S. prior to the next South American harvest. We also note that a lot of economic data of China shows slowing and that maybe there'll be reduced import demand of raw materials. Over in the wheat market, again, corridors open. Argentina crop is rated as low as 12 million tons versus 22 last year. Still dry in the southern plains, but there are rumors floating around that cheaper EU wheat may be coming into the east coast of the U.S. Russia will continue to offer wheat at a cheaper price. The main thing is that in looking at Black Sea, certainly you have concern about higher freight. If you're going to put a vessel in, you've got concern about the wait times in Turkey, and also you're concerned about higher cost of insurance risk, and also just, if you want to put your boats in there. And I think also there is continued Russian bombing of Ukraine infrastructure, which raises concern about their ability to get grain to the ports and load them. Have a good trading weekend.